beautiful people, and welcome back to Top Note by A. Today I'm sharing 10 best blind buy fragrances of 2022. If you guys are interested to find out which fragrances are blind buy in my collection and they are the best blind buys of 2022, then stay tuned. Like the intro said, I'm sharing 10 fragrances and a couple of bonus fragrances that are blind buy, and they are the best blind buy for me for the year of 2022. Before I share which fragrances, if you are viewing me for the first time, visiting the channel for the first time, you are welcome. Do not forget to leave me a like, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me your scent of the day. Tell me your best blind buy of 2022 or 2023. And also, if you like what you see, leave me a subscribe. To my subscribers and viewers, regular viewers and subscribers, thank you for supporting the channel. That being said, let's start with the first fragrance that is one of the best blind buy fragrance for me for the year of 2022. So, number one, and I'm gonna start, I'm not saying that this is the best fragrance, but this is like the best blind buy fragrance for me. And so number one is from Tom Ford, and this is Rose Prick. I got my fragrance from fragrance.net. I get most fragrances from fragrance.net, but I got this from the cosmetics company store here in my state. This, I called the store, I asked about what Tom Ford fragrances they have, and they named Rose Prick, and this is the 100 ml, so I went ahead and bought it. I bought this before the prices went up, so this was bought at a good price. I have never smelled Rose Prick before when I placed the order from cosmetics company store, and when it came, I wasn't disappointed. So this is one of the best blind buys for me for the year of 2022. This fragrance has rose. I think it has Turkish rose in there. It has Szechuan pepper. It has patchouli, to name some of the fragrance notes. The fragrance is not a fragrance that I will say is blind buy worthy, but then again, I kind of love the risks of blind buying. But this is not a blind buy safe fragrance unless you like the notes of patchouli and you like that Szechuan pepper, you know, that spiciness from Szechuan pepper, then you know you will like this. And also you like roses. This rose is not your grandma rose. It's a rose that is done perfectly well. It blends well. The fragrance performs. The fragrance gets you a lot of compliments too. So once again, one of the best blind buy fragrances for me for the year of 2022 is Rose Prick by Tom Ford. I move on. Number two, it's from fragrance Dubois, and this is called Covert. So I got mine from So Avant-Garde when they were having 30% off. I've never smelled Covert before, once again, so I got this when they were having the 30% off sales. And guys, whenever I'm saying fragrance again, whenever So Avant-Garde is having a sales, I kind of use either Chiré 30, or most of the time when I buy from So Avant-Garde, I will use Aisha 30. It's not microphone code, it's from AI the Great here on YouTube, Aisha 30, and you will get 30% off from So Avant-Garde. I want to say fragrance.net, So Avant-Garde. But whenever they're not having that 30% off sales, you can get 20% off. If you use the grade 20, you will get 20% off from So Avant-Garde. But I got this for 30% off. The fragrance is warm, it's spicy, it has ylang-ylang, it has saffron, it does have patchouli, it has incense, it performs very well. It's a beast mode fragrance. When you want to feel bossy, when you want to feel bold, when you go into that business meeting and you want to rock, when you're going on your date and you want to project, you know, you want to exude sexiness, bold, this is the fragrance for you. So this is one of the best blind buys for me for the year of 2022. I move on. Third fragrance that is the best blind buy for me is from Van Cleef and Arpels, and this is called Moonlight Patchouli. Guys, if you have watched this channel for a while, you know that I love patchouli. Give it to me dirty, give it to me raw, give it to me sweet, give it to me powdery, chocolatey. I love patchouli. I love all things patchouli. So yeah, this is one of the best blind buys for me for the year of 2022. This has patchouli leaves, it has woody notes, it has rose, it has leather. It's warm, it's spicy, it's powdery, it performs. It's Van Cleef and Arpels. So yeah, and I got this from fragrance.net. I buy a lot from fragrance.net. Fragrance.net better be sponsoring me very soon. I buy a lot from them, and I got this for a very good price. So for the price, for the performance, for my love of patchouli, this is one of the best blind buys for me. I move on. The fourth blind buy for the year of 2022 that it rocked my world, it's from Leak, and this is Amethyst. Let me tell you guys, blackcurrant, blackberries, mulberry, ylang ylang, pepper, peony, bourbon vanilla. It's a fragrance that it's so dark and syrupy and sweet and woody and floral, performs. I was pleasantly surprised about this fragrance when I got it. I love the fact that I got this for a good price from fragrance.net. This is in a haul that I can link in the description below for you guys to see that haul. But yeah, I got this from fragrance.net. Very beautiful fragrance, well done fragrance. The price is right. It surprised me. This fragrance did very well during the winter months. I plan on using it this spring too, and also early summer. I plan on definitely using this fragrance. I move on. The fifth best blind buy of 2022 is from Serge Lutens. So this vanilla fragrance, Boy Vanilla, is a fragrance that I will buy a backup to the backup. This is a fragrance that when I smell it, I fell in love. When I smelled this fragrance, I was so happy when I smelled this fragrance, and each and every time I smell this fragrance, each and every time I put on this fragrance, I'm pleasantly amazed by the artistry, how everything blends together. This is coconutty, it's sweet, it's vanilla, it has sandalwood, tonka bean, bitter almond, benzoin, guaiac wood, and it performs very, very well. It is a nice fragrance, and I'm glad I have this in my collection, and I will buy a backup to the backup of this fragrance. I think right now it's sold out on fragrance.net, and see the dent, the proof is in the pudding. So it's sold out on fragrance.net, and I plan on buying it from fragrance.net because I'm not paying more than I should pay for this fragrance. I love the fragrance, don't get it twisted, but I still want to buy it at a discount. On this channel, I show you tips and tricks to buying fragrances at a discount. So yeah, one of the places to get fragrances at a discount is fragrance.net. I move on. The sixth fragrance is from YSL, and this is Libre Perform. So when this fragrance dropped, I actually was not interested in buying it. When Sephora was having their VIV sale, I went ahead and picked up this bottle. I only did the 50 ml, and I'm actually kind of kicking myself 100 ml because I have YSL Libre Intense, which is one of my favorite fragrances, and this is also one of my favorite fragrances that I have in my collection. This has ginger, it has bergamot, it has saffron, it has orange blossom, it has lavender, bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka bean, vetiver. It's lavender, it's sweet, it's floral, it performs. If you don't like that heavy lavender note in not the La Perform, if you don't like that heavy lavender in the intense version, then try the La Perform. You will fall in love. If you love the note of lavender, if you love that saffron in the beginning, you love notes of ginger, you love notes of what you call it, tonka bean and vanilla, especially bourbon vanilla, which gives the fragrance a little bit booziness, then go for this particular fragrance from YSL. This is Libre Perform, and it's one of the best fragrance buy for 2022. I move on. This fragrance, oh, and this is Delina, and this is Delina exclusive. And guys, I just got the original Delina. I bought it pre-love, and also Oriana. I can tell you Oriana, the dry down is my favorite. I don't like the beginning, but yeah, this fragrance from beginning till the end is my favorite fragrance. It's one of my favorite fragrances. Love everything about the fragrance. I love everything about this fragrance. Talk about projection, talk about sillage, talk about scent trail, talk about scent bubble, talk about longevity, talk about getting compliments. This gives you everything. I get so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. This has incense in there, it has lychee, it has rose. The fragrance is well done. It's a fragrance that I think it's not blind buy safe, but if you want to take a risk, it's a fragrance that I think most people will like. It's a fragrance that, you know, if you like notes of incense and rose, then you would definitely like a fragrance like Delina exclusive. If you want a fragrance that is beast mode, a fragrance that projects, you will like a fragrance like Delina exclusive. I move on. Ninth, it's from Kayali, and this is Vanilla 28. So this is a fragrance that it's the best fragrance to layer most fragrances with. Kayali Vanilla 28, it's warm, it's vanillic, of course, it's sugary, it layers very well with so many other fragrances. Has vanilla orchid, it has tonka bean in there. It's a good fragrance to have if you have a fragrance collection, because if you have a fragrance that is heavy on, like, it's woody, it's too woody for you, or if you have a fragrance that is more masculine leaning and you still want to keep it, mix it with Vanilla 28, layer it with Vanilla 28, and it will work perfectly well. It layers so well. It's one of the fragrances that I refer to as vanilla ice cream. I'm not saying that it smells like vanilla ice cream, but it's vanilla ice cream, so you can add so many different flavors on top of the fragrance. It's a well done fragrance. It's from Kayali, of course. It sprays beautifully. I love the packaging with this fragrance too, and as the fragrance is sitting, it's getting darker and darker for me, and I love the look of that. I move on. So guys, this is Tiziana Terenzi, and this is Vili. This is one of the best fragrances. When I say this is like blind buy, like I was in heaven when I smelled this fragrance. I'm like, I want to take more risks. I want to take more risks to blind buy. Guys, do not buy, do not blind buy like I do, because I have been disappointed so many times. So I have to make another video to do my worst blind buys of 2022. But yeah, do not blind buy. If you can help it, do samples. Whereby for me, I kind of don't like the samples, so I take the risks to blind buy. But if you are not like me, guys, always get samples if you could. But this fragrance made me want to take more risks to buy more Tiziana Terenzi fragrances that I've never smelled before. This is so beautiful. It's a very beautiful, very sensual, very feminine fragrance. This opens with the best of passion fruit, like passion fruit and mango. It just hits you, and then that powdery note starts to come in. You have passion fruit, you have mango, you have ylang ylang, you have jasmine, you have allspice in here. You have heliotrope and hyacinth. Oh, guys. And then if you talk about longevity, it has it. If you talk about sillage, it has it. if you talk about an all-weather fragrance, because I wore this fragrance when I went to Ghana, and the weather in Ghana is hot and it's humid, and this fragrance still performs. It wasn't sticky on my skin, it didn't feel sticky, it didn't feel thick, it was just beautiful. It was fresh in that humid weather. This became very fresh for me, and I love the powderiness that this gives. I love the opening of the passion fruit and the mango. So beautiful, beautiful fragrance. One of the best fragrance blind buys of 2022. I move on. Guys, I have this fragrance from Elizabeth Taylor called Forever Elizabeth. This fragrance with the apple, with the green notes, it performs very well. It's fresh, it's hairy, it's light, it performs, it projects. Longevity, this fragrance has it for an Elizabeth Taylor fragrance, and it doesn't smell old, it doesn't smell cheap, it smells rich, it smells expensive. And I got this from the wrap. So yeah, this wraps up one of the best fragrance blind buys of 2022. I move on. Guys, so for a bonus fragrance that is blind buy, and it's one of the best blind buys in my collection, is from Kilian, and this is Good Girl Gone Bad. The fragrance opens with osmanthus, jasmine, and may rose. Middle has Indian tuberose and narcissus, and then the base has amber and cedar. Floral, sweet, soft, spicy, a little green, but to my nose and on my skin, there is something that is giving this a powdery note. I don't know if it's the narcissus, I don't know, but this fragrance, whenever I spray it or even I smell it from the nozzle, it's giving me powderiness. It's giving me sweet floral powderiness. I'm not getting that tuberose in there, but I'm getting powdery floral sweet note. And whenever I'm in doubt of what fragrance to wear, I'm reaching for this. So this is my bonus best blind buys of 2022. I move on. So guys, this wraps up my best blind buy fragrances of 2022. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for viewing the channel and my content. Until I see you on another video, do not forget to thumbs up the video so YouTube knows you like my content, and also leave me comments in the comment section. Stay blessed, smell fabulous, and bye for now.